Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. Big updates for you. Just a couple hours ago, we got a huge update around crypto staking and the IRS and taxes that I want to break down for you guys. Many of you stake crypto. I personally do. And this is huge news that we need to be aware of. And it's obviously relevant given that there's been talks about taxing unrealized gains and so forth. So significant news here that I want to break down for you guys. We're also going to talk about Fidelity, and it's been revealed they've been accumulating Bitcoin since 2014, and they're about to add Ethereum to their holdings. Remember what I always say, Bitcoin is the doorway, the entryway, and then they will go to the altcoins, guys. It's just a matter of time. We're also going to talk about CityCoins. Remember MiamiCoin? I've been talking to you guys about it last year. I've been personally staking it and earning the Stacks token. Well, New York City launched their Citycoin, and we just got breaking news today that Philadelphia, another major city in the United States, will be participating. We're also going to talk about the Flare Spark token distribution. That is around the corner. What does it mean? What's happening? Got details for you guys. Before we get into it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site, please give me a 5-star rating. Now, earlier today, I uploaded my interview with Whit Gibbs, the co-founder and CEO of Compass Mining. This is a great interview, guys. Whit has an amazing, inspiring story. He went through many failures as an entrepreneur, and a lot of these failures were in the crypto market until he found success with Compass Mining. And now his business is booming, and they have great solutions allowing both retailers and institutions to easily mine Bitcoin. So be sure to check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Now, quick shout out to the sponsors of this content. First is Algorand, which is building the future of finance. Algorand is getting significant adoption and investments. Both Anthony Scaramucci's and Michael Arrington's hedge funds have invested hundreds of millions of dollars to build out the Algorand ecosystem. And also TaxBit, guys, is the other sponsor. TaxBit is a great tax solution for calculating your crypto gains and losses. I personally use this platform, so I can vouch for it. I've been printing out my tax forms and giving it to my accountant, and I've been easily doing that and calculating my capital gains and losses via TaxBit. I just plug in my exchange accounts where I bought and sold. It pulls all the data, it aggregates it, spits out the respective forms. I print it out, I give it to my accountant, easy peasy. Definitely check out this product. It's really great, and they have great customer service as well. Link will be in the description. All right, let's look at the crypto market here. Bitcoin had a pullback, and this comes as no surprise. If you've been subscribed to this channel, we've been talking about it, that we're going to move sideways. It's going to be choppy, and Bitcoin's going to test the support levels until we find that bottom, and then we have our retracement to about 55 to 58K. And as I've been stating, I turned bearish on Bitcoin, looking at it, that we have potentially hit our top here at the $68,000, $69,000 mark. And, there's some who have the lengthening cycles theory that we could still go up or go higher with this retracement, but we'll just have to wait and see. The two scenarios are at play here. Right now, I'm going to err on the side of caution. And as I've stated before, I'm going to take profits at the peak of the retrace at a 50, 55K price point. And then I'll wait for alt season where I know we will make significant gains. So that is what I'm anticipating. So this comes as no surprise. Remember what we talked about. This is the same pattern that played out in the summer when Bitcoin corrected, and then we had some green candles. Then it still had to test some price points and build that bottom support. So Bitcoin is going to double bottom here, and then we're going to move up. So we just got to be patient, let it do its thing. And in the meantime, pay attention to the news and seeing what's happening. And obviously not financial or investment advice, but this is absolutely a great accumulation zone, in my opinion. Maybe not for a long-term hold, right? But maybe for a swing trade. And I have my long-term hold bag and I have my swing trade bag. So I'm buying up some stuff, and I know some of these things are going to pop off, I should say. I make a 10 to 15% return. Not bad for a short-term volatility swing. Now, here's the big news. Well, I shouldn't say big news, but the start of the news. El Salvador to deploy 1,500 more Bitcoin ATMs. So El Salvador continues to expand their Bitcoin adoption, and I think they're really laying the blueprint here for many other countries. As I've stated many times, game theory, we will see other countries in Latin America and around the world follow this model. So they continue their bullish building and expansion here. Now, speaking of expansion, look at this. Botswana lawmakers agree to regulate trading Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, the dominoes are falling around the globe. And what's significant about the countries in Africa is that you have the potential for amazing game theory to play out here, because a lot of these African countries, they're in a position. I remember interviewing Charles Hoskinson about this. They're in a position where there's not too many elements of friction or roadblock, where we have some of these layers of bureaucracy in the United States and so forth, and it's hard to get things done and things moving. In Africa, they can jump on this technology and really leapfrog a lot of the world, the other countries in the world, guys. So it makes me excited, and I know there's a lot of booming economies in Africa, in different countries in Africa, and we see they might be leading in certain ways, and I think in the future they will be leading, because once again they're starting from a position of not being comfortable and there's not too much bureaucracy. They can hit the ground running. So exciting times, for different countries in Africa. And I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs in different countries in Africa will be excited about this news. So this is bullish, in my opinion. Now, here's some other bullish news. Fidelity says we've been accumulating Bitcoin since 2014. Of course, they've been mining it too. And now we got some statements directly from the horse's mouth here saying, we're seeing institutional demand for Ethereum. We will add it to our platform. Let me play you the clip here.
How Fidelity thinks about Bitcoin versus everything else in the digital assets world.
It's a great question. So we definitely are a Bitcoin first organization. And the reason we're a Bitcoin first organization is the fact that we're focused on the traditional space. So traditional financial institutions, traditional institutions, that was primarily kind of the directive that we were hearing. So most of our clients were specifically asking about Bitcoin. So if it's 90% of what you hear, you're going to dig deep on that subject. But it's also really, if you're exploring a brand new space, like a brand new asset class, it makes sense to kind of dig deep on a specific asset. So I would say we are definitely a Bitcoin first organization, but we are not exclusively a Bitcoin organization. The vast majority of our clients still primarily ask about Bitcoin, but we are seeing an increasing demand for additional assets. So I think the beauty of that is clients initially become interested in digital assets, ask about Bitcoin, develop a base of knowledge, and then quickly move on into other assets. I would say corporations are primarily focused on Bitcoin, given that reserve asset status. But when we think about adding assets to the platform, and we do intend to add more assets to our platform, we've been public about adding Ethereum, at least in the near term. We think about it, the lens that we look at is clearly client demand. Is there client demand for those apps?
So there you have it, my friends. And I've been on record. Many of you know I've said Bitcoin is a doorway, the brand most folks are familiar with. They enter the market that way to learn about the asset class, and then they will move to the altcoins. This is true. This is true for both retail and institutions. And clearly, Fidelity, they're clearly saying that, like, hey, most of our clients ask for Bitcoin. They come in, they start learning, and then they look at the altcoins and they start asking for those. So all of these folks who are, right now maybe more Bitcoin centric, they're going to go to altcoins, just a matter of time, and the money, the capital will flow to those altcoins. Keep this in the back of your mind when you become impatient. When some of us get burned out. Look, I've been there, so I'm just saying, I'm speaking from experience, guys. And patience is the key. Now, This is the big news released a couple hours ago. IRS will not tax unsold staked crypto as income. This is a scoop from Casey Wagner, who's a journalist at Blockworks. In a cryptocurrency win, the IRS has offered to refund a couple of taxes paid on rewards not redeemed from staking. So let's go through the details here, guys. A decision to refund a Nashville couple taxes related to unsold Tezos tokens is set to clarify the tax treatment of staked cryptocurrency. In a win for cryptocurrency stakers and miners, the IRS has offered to refund the couple taxes paid on rewards gained but not redeemed from staking the Tezos blockchain, according to people familiar with the matter. In May 2021, Joshua and Jessica Jarrett requested a refund of $3,293 of income tax paid in 2019 for the receipt of 8,876 Tezos tokens, according to a legal complaint filed on May 26, 2021, with the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Tennessee. The couple also sought a $500,000 increase in tax credits for lost income. Tokens attained through proof of stake protocols are taxpayer-created property and should not be taxed until sold or exchanged, the Jarretts argued. The complaint claims that nothing under the United States law or IRS code and regulations allow for taxpayer-created property to be taxed as income. The decision has potentially large implications for how proof-of-stake miners and stakers are taxed in the future. Official court filings are expected to be made public on Thursday. A representative from the IRS declined to comment. So not official from the federal level, but this is a win from a smaller local level and could have implications as to how the IRS really handles this. Logic would tell you that you shouldn't be taxing these rewards unless they're used in a way of payment or redemption and selling them for cash. But sometimes the government can be draconian here. They're looking for all ways and any way to tax you. And we see the really ridiculous proposal, I think it was last year, to tax unrealized gains, which is absolute highway robbery. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but this is what we're dealing with here, guys. But this is at least a small win. And I'm hoping, once again, at a federal level, the IRS gets this right. They don't tax staking rewards unless there's a taxable event that takes place. So I personally been staking Tezos and a bunch of other cryptos, Algorand and so forth, Ethereum too. And I have rewards. And if they try to tax me on that, and I'm still holding those rewards, that would be a kick in the what, right? It's like, come on, really? But we'll see what happens. But this is important and definitely a good win and something we should pay attention to moving forward. All right, let's move ahead. Jeremy Allaire, who I've interviewed, co-founder and CEO of Circle, which the creator of the USDC stablecoin. Well, check this out. He tweeted out the following: "Today we are running full-page ads in print and homepage ads in the Wall Street Journal, Financial Times, Washington Post, Axios, Politico, and The Hill. We are making a case for how the U.S. can win the digital currency space race." Love this. Shout out to Jeremy, man. This is what we need to do, guys. More education, more awareness. And we've been talking about it, right? Even you guys doing your part, emailing, calling, tweeting, making videos, and so forth. It's all important. He said, for those who prefer to watch / listen to the argument, we also dropped a video podcast. It's a pivotal moment for a U.S. policy and digital currency, framed out by rapid growth in private sector and open internet technical innovation on one hand, and large state actors such as China launching proprietary digital currencies on the other. The number one question I get when meeting U.S. members of Congress is, how can we ensure that dollars is the leading digital currency? The answer is right in front of us. It already is, and it's growing fast. And the U.S. has an enormous opportunity to lead. With CBDC white papers dropping left and right, more hearings on Capitol Hill next week on how to regulate stablecoin issuers, and China launching the ECNY as we speak, there is a deep sense of urgency on this issue. At the core of our argument is that the West should lead from its historical strength, tapping open innovation, open competition, open access, and private sector innovation. That's what gave us the flourishing commercial internet and now is giving us the crypto economy. Now he continues, I don't want to read everything for you, but that's kind of the gist of it, guys. This is awesome. I want more companies, crypto companies, to do this, doing this full ad page takeover, building awareness, educating the public, educating the people in DC, getting their attention. This is awesome. And look, I wouldn't be upset if the United States adopted the USDC as the CBDC, right? If they don't go build their own, but they take, work with Circle and use this. It's already distributed. It's already out there. I know it's been taking market share from Tether, and they're launching on many different blockchains. I think just recently they did Stellar. So USDC, it's got my vote. Could certainly be a great CBDC in my opinion, and it's already out there in the crypto economy. Now, speaking of coins and stable coins, well, I shouldn't say Citycoins or stable coins, but check this out. Mayor Francis Suarez of Miami said, "I'm so excited to announce that the city of Miami has received its first ever disbursement from Citycoins totaling $5.25 million. Guys, this is historic. This is so significant. I'm going to break it down. He continues here saying, "This is a historic moment for our city to collaborate with an innovative project that creates resources for our city through innovation, not taxation." Wow. And New York City, they have jumped on board, right? We saw Mayor Eric Adams was saying he wants to do what Miami's doing. And, New York City Coin, if you want to get involved with that or purchase it or trade or whatever, you can go to okcoin.com. Link will be in the description. But look at this. Today, Philadelphia gives CityCoins the green light. Game theory playing out before us. Every city, major city, will certainly grab onto this. The mayor of Austin has also given some positive comments around this. So many of you may not know about CityCoins. CityCoins are generated off the Stacks blockchain. Stacks is a smart contract platform, layer 2, on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. So recently I interviewed the co-founder of Stacks, Munib Ali. And if you haven't seen that interview, check it out, guys. It's great to learn about what this is and what's happening. This is going to be big. And I've also interviewed one of the guys from CityCoins, Patrick. So I'll put that link in the description too, where he explains how CityCoins work. Guys, this is significant. And the other aspect of this could be used instead of taxing people. You get this revenue generated. It's coming from a decentralized entity, and then they could give citizens money, but they will also, instead of taxing the citizens, they use this funding to do things, right? Instead of raising taxes and nonstop, especially in these big cities like New York City. I lived in New York for a long time, and the taxes are high, man. Guys, this is groundbreaking. And I think the future, I think states could do this. And this could certainly be a way to address debt, the debt problem we have. So, many people may be like, oh, who cares, whatever, CityCoins. But guys, this is groundbreaking. I think this is the future. And it's, once again, crypto's involved. The base layer is Bitcoin, then it's Stacks, then you have the different CityCoins that are mined off the Stacks blockchain, guys. Really significant. And watch, maybe in the next month or two, Austin comes on board, and San Francisco, then Los Angeles, and wherever else. It's happening, my friends. It is happening. So let me give you some details here around Philadelphia. Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenny, has given the go-ahead for the city to begin exploring a partnership with CityCoins, a cryptocurrency organization that has garnered enthusiasm from mayors in New York City and Miami. Philadelphia Chief Information Officer Mark Wheeler announced Monday that Philly is ready for CityCoins, which creates niche cryptocurrencies for cities it deems to be tech-friendly. once the organization activates a city-specific coin. Current iterations include MiamiCoin and New York CityCoin. Anybody with access to a computer can mine it, with a 30% of the value of each token being deposited into a digital wallet that only can be used by a designated city. Guys, this is the future. This right here is the future to solve a lot of the debt issue, even at a federal level. I'm excited to see where crypto goes, and this is going to be a big part of it. So I'm going to try to get an interview with the mayor here. I've been trying to get Mayor Eric Adams. I've already interviewed Mayor Francis Suarez. Link will be in the description to that interview as well if you guys haven't seen that. But exciting times of what's happening here. Now, airdrops. Hugo Philion, co-founder and CEO of Flare, he tweeted out the following: with regards to the exchange distribution of the Flare token, we have reached out to the largest exchanges to get full definition on what they require in order to distribute the token so that Flare meets these requirements. So the Flare Spark token distribution to XRP holders who participated in the snapshot will be coming soon. Many of you got your Songbird tokens. I know some exchanges did not participate, but it looks like Hugo is going to be working on getting this, getting more exchanges to participate. And I'll do a follow-up interview with him so you guys can get more details, but can't wait to get the Spark token, guys. I got my Songbird tokens and I've been delegating them and earning rewards. So really cool. And, those exchanges that didn't participate, shame on you. If you got the distribution, you haven't given it to your users, Coinbase, that's not right. So hopefully, Hugo and his team can get these folks at, Coinbase and the exchanges that didn't participate to do the right thing here. And I think they will. I think they're going to crawl, walk, run with this item. Now, DeFi hack, the second largest ever, losses of $320 million. This is the wormhole protocol hacked. Not good. I've said it many times. DeFi 1.0 has a lot of flaws. That is why I am not bullish enough to go start doing massive lending and all that stuff. Am I staking? Yes, but there's no risk there. Am I lending via what you may want to call centralized finance, such as going with BlockFi? Yes, and I know they have insurance and so forth, and security. DeFi 1.0 can still be exposed, and as you can see here, it's like every 3 months or 6 months we're hearing about some sort of hack. So be careful, guys. Just be careful, because this is not good. I'm bullish on DeFi for the future. When we get to version 2 and then 3, 1.0, I'm not messing with it. Too much risk here. We've been talking a lot about FTX exchange, the amount of capital they're raising, the massive advertising they've been doing. Well, they just did a big acquisition, guys. They've acquired a liquid group of companies, including an FSA registered crypto exchange, to provide products and services to our customers in Japan. This makes me so bullish. They're getting a lot of capital. I think they just recently raised about $1 billion with a, I don't know how many, 7 billion. With the $32 billion valuation, they continue to raise significant amount of money, and they're making acquisitions. It's a land grab right now, and very smart on their part, and they're doing massive branding. So they're going to leapfrog a lot of the competitors, because they are making big moves, and they know how early we are. So that, once again, the sooner you get your stake in the ground, make your claim, and then when things pop off and go, into the mass adoption, these guys will get a lot of customers. But it shows you, once again, they're bullish on the future of the market, and that higher prices are coming, which will lead to more adoption and more revenue generated. And the investors want a return on their investment, right? You got to think about it from a business standpoint. Everybody's bullish here. Now, Grayscale launches first equity ETF tracking joint index with Bloomberg. The ETF will invest in companies in the digital asset space by tracking the performance of the Bloomberg Grayscale Future of Finance Index. I love these partnerships and expansions, especially with the traditional financial world, right? It shows crypto is just seeping into the mainstream society, the traditional financial world, the banking side of things, stock exchanges, and so forth. So big update here. And Grayscale, they've got billions of dollars of assets under management, and they continue to build, and that's a great sign. Finally, rocker or ex-rocker Gene Simmons, legend. He's been bullish on crypto. He's been tweeting about crypto. I'm trying to get an interview with him. But look at this. Gene Simmons says he will accept cryptocurrency for sale of his Las Vegas estate. Very cool. He's putting his money where his mouth is, right? He's not just an investor. He'll take crypto for it. So it's pretty cool to see people of all walks of life, especially on the celebrity side, whether they're musicians or actors or whatever it is, politicians, they are turning bullish on crypto. They're holding it. They want to accept it. Just a sign of the growth of this asset class. Anyway, guys, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.